We have the co-main event of the evening. We have Steve Erceg taking on Ode Osbourne. Steve Erceg, 12-4 in his career, but a very unfortunate 2-3 in his last 5 on an unfortunate 3-fight skid. Taking on Ode Osbourne, 13-8 in his career. Also 2-3 in his last 5. Coming off a bounce-back win over Luis Garul. Listen, this is a short-notice fight. A true short-notice fight. Steve Erceg was already on the card. He lost his opponent famously last week, and Ode Osbourne stepped up on short notice. And honestly, probably a bit of a gift for Steve Erceg because he could use a win right about now. Worked his way to a title and has lost 3 in a row. And I don't know if that's because Steve Erceg just was never very good, or maybe he's just not one of the top 5 best fighters on planet Earth. We like to call Steve Erceg a striker. People like to point out his striking. The reality is he's a grappler. He quite literally won an Australian national championship in wrestling. He's a grappler. The striking has improved. The striking is pretty good, but he is a wrestler. With that background, he's coming off that 3rd loss in a row. This time was a decision to Brandon Moreno where he was outstruck, and despite being an Australian national champion, attempted 0 takedowns whatsoever. He's taking on Ode Osbourne, a southpaw striker. He uses range well. He keeps people at the end of his punches. He has a ton of power. He's got great finishing ability, especially at this weight class of 125 pounds. He has 6 wins in the UFC. He has takedowns in 3 of them. And while he may squeak in an occasional offensive takedown, the defense is not quite there. He's coming off that KO win over Luis Garul just a few months ago. I have famously been a bit of a Steve Erceg hater. I think he's a little overrated. I don't quite think he is as good as a lot of people think he is. I think that sort of run to the title said more about the current state of the division than it did about Steve's actual skill sets. He earned a title shot with a knockout over, what the hell was this, Matt Schnell. But Steve Erceg is a high IQ fighter. He's got good striking. He's got very good wrestling. He just doesn't use it that much. I'm going to go ahead and pick Steve Erceg here. He should get it done. He had a full fight camp. He's a capable striker, and I'm positive he has good enough wrestling to take down Ode Osbourne. Will he use it? God only knows. God only knows. If I knew Erceg would use the wrestling, I'd be all over him here. I don't quite know if he's going to use it or not because we haven't seen a ton of it in the UFC despite the accolades and the actual wrestling competition. But on a 3-fight skid, knowing if he loses this fight, a 4-fight skid, they probably cut his ass because he's not a draw. So Erceg's going to be the pick. Do you agree he probably needs to do a little bit of wrestling here?
So let me just get this straight. You picked the white guy.
Are Australians white? Aren't they their own thing?
What's Sam?
Sam's pretty fucking white. He's New Zealand though, but Sam's pretty
Is Artem Australian?
Sam's so white he has carpet inside of his garage.
Why is that a white thing?
It just seems like a super white thing to do. He parks his car in there. It's not a carpeted garage that there's not a car in. There's a car in there too.
Seems like you're just like, now you're making up stereotypes versus...
No, you want to know what?
Because yeah, I forgot. It's only American whites that you like.
No, you know what is an unbelievably white thing to do? And this is more of an Italian thing, is they water the driveway. They just hose off the driveway and the sidewalk and all that. But go ahead, Jacob. Who do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to pick Steve Erceg in this fight, but I mean, he is on like the Dominic Reyes career path to where he doesn't shoot a takedown, like somebody said in the chat. He doesn't shoot a takedown in the 5th round of that fight. He's the fucking champion. Dominic Reyes, toe-to-toe with John Jones. He was the fucking champion, basically. And then Dominic Reyes couldn't fucking win a fight, was getting knocked out like crazy. Erceg can't win a fight, and maybe he's about to get knocked out again because Ode can knock out anybody in this division. If he comes in and knocks out Steve Erceg, I'm not going to be crazy surprised. So like you said, if you're Steve Erceg, why give him that chance? The guy can't wrestle very well. He can easily get out grappled. You have those credentials. Why take the chance? Let's get back on track here. This was supposed to be a lot bigger fight than what it ended up being. You're supposed to beat Ode. Nobody gives a fuck if you finish him, if you dominate him on the ground, whatever it is. Just get your W. Yeah, just get your W. Get back in the win column and just and stack up a couple more wins. That's all you need to do at this point. So just fucking wait for that right hand to come, shoot the takedown, easy peasy, get the control, get the win. That's what he should do. If he just stands and bangs, he said after that Kai Kara-France fight, he cleaned a lot of stuff up. He's a high IQ guy. He said, I was trying to stay in range to throw the check right when he was coming in. I've cleaned that up with my footwork, all this stuff. And he did look improved versus Moreno. He didn't win that fight, but he did look improved in the striking.
But he still attempted no takedowns. Like, you're losing the striking rounds 1, 2, and 3. Shoot a fucking takedown in round 4.
He outstruck Moreno. He obviously thought that he was winning the striking exchanges. When you're in the fight, you don't realize that you're not. He had more striking numbers, so he felt like he was landing. So it is what it is. Just like when people are like, how could he think he won that fight? It's like a lot of fights are like, when both people are landing, this is what I was trying to tell people on live stream. When both people are landing, you as a fighter really only understand, oh, I'm landing. So the whole fight you're thinking, I'm landing. Like, yeah, you're getting hit too, but if it doesn't hurt, you're thinking, and if the other guy's bleeding and stuff, in the fight you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm fucking landing too. Like, this is a close fight, even though it might not be a close fight. He outlanded Brandon Moreno, but Ode's only shot is to land the big power shot. Just don't give him the option. Steve Erceg should win.
Ode's he should win. I agree. Same boat. He should wrestle. Keep your job, dude. Fucking wrestle. If it's boring, to Jacob's point, nobody cares. You kept your job. Ode is a very good fighter. He's a very dangerous fighter. Even that, was it Manel Kopp who knocked him out? He was doing great in that fight.
Yeah, I was all over
Eats
Ode
a knee
in
with
that
like
fight.
1 second
I literally
left.
was all over Ode, and he's just, damn it.
He was doing great in that fight. Ode is very, very good. Even the loss to what's that dude's name? Who's that dude that he lost to at Noche?
Yeah, Ronaldo Souza.
Yeah, that was a great fight too. Like, Ode is very, very good.
Hey, fuck that dude up.
Yeah. But he can't defend takedowns. So Steve Erceg, don't fuck around, shoot some takedowns. Otherwise, a very good fighter will pull this off, and you won't be in the UFC. So come on, damn it. $9,100 for Steve Erceg. I don't like it. I don't like it because even if he wins, let's say he does go the wrestling path, I think he gets his takedowns and just chills. Like, I think if Steve Erceg wrestles, it is a boring, slow fight, and that's totally fine. Keep your job. But I don't think he'll score that well in DraftKings Fantasy. I don't think he finishes Ode. Ode's tough. Ode's good. Ode's a dog. You want to throw a dart or two at your DraftKings Fantasy lineup? Go for it. And if you want to check out what the optimizer has to say, what the artificial intelligence has to say, what the fight simulator has to say, WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member at the top. It is only $10 for an entire month. A couple of